Okay, good Sunday afternoon, everybody. This is the Iceman on the Jeffrey Rose YouTube channel. I want to acknowledge all my subscribers out there. Thank you for all your kind comments and whatnot. A lot of subscribers out there are telling me that this is a great channel to watch, that I deserve to have more subscribers. Well, if you feel that way, then maybe you can, maybe you can help me out. I don't know. I just go with the flow, and what I try to do is present a video that is true to form, honest as can be. My opinion, for the most part, any type of video that I do, if I have any information that I've read that basically is controversial, I will give you the link to that opinion in the description box so you can check it out. Um, Trying to come up with a new idea for the new year, probably a little different type of format. What I'd really like to do would be to talk about all of the wrestling promotions that are current as of now, like CCW, Ring of Honor, Extreme Rising, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, as well as TNA and the WWE. I know a lot of the other promotions aren't, you know, accessed very well around the country or around the world. But they are professional wrestling, and it's the first time we've seen a lot of different promotions in a very long time. And I think it is very, very healthy for the world of professional wrestling, in my eyes, because back in the days when we saw the NWA and the AWA and WCCW, as well as the old WWF, you know, it was it was unique. And whether or not these promotions will, you know, continue on remains to be seen because we do have a big monopoly by the WWE as far as wrestling goes on major networks and cable systems. And, unfortunately, it should be equal to all. But Vince has built a huge conglomerate, and one only knows what really, you know, uh, we can foresee into the near future. But I would love to see all the promotions at least have some sort of airtime on cable TV to give others the opportunity to check them out because they're all unique in their own way. And that's what it's all about. It's all about professional wrestling. That's what I'm all about is professional wrestling. I've had a lot of people come forward to me and want me to do some videos about football, NFL football. I did state that, after today, which is the last game of the final season, the playoffs will be set. So I probably will do a video about the playoff picture in the middle of the week. Be short and sweet, but it'll give you my opinions on my picks and who I think is going to move on further to contend at the Super Bowl in February of 2014. With that being said, um, what do I look forward to in the year 2014 for professional wrestling? There's a lot of things I wish for. Um, and one of the things I truly wish for is TNA gets back on their feet again and proves to be the company that they were once uh, back in, like the middle 2000s day. Um, a lot of dirt sheet talk. Um, People talking about AJ Styles saying he's not signed or he is signed. He's with the Ring of Honor. Um, I would not take too much value in a lot of the dirt sheet talk, just for the simple fact is it's out there for us to actually fall for it. Um, as far as TNA goes, I think they want to put on a big surprise, and I do think they have a big surprise for all the TNA fans in the upcoming near weeks. Far as TNA selling, I don't know. We've heard a lot of talk about that. I've heard a lot of talk about Toby Keith possibly, interested in buying TNA. Again, it's dirt cheap talk. Don't take it, to heart. Because I do believe there's a lot of rumors out there that are meant to be out there for us to see and for us to get all riled up over, as well as what the WWE does. You know, uh, it's the same thing with them. Um, there's talks about who's Randy Orton's going to face at WrestleMania. We're hearing all this talk, but who's really to say Randy Orton will be the WWE World Heavyweight Champion at WrestleMania? Maybe that's what the WWE wants us to believe. I don't know. Um, right now, I don't think anything is set in stone for WrestleMania matches. I think Vince will really, it'll come down to the wire. And if something seems fit for him to change at the very last minute, believe me, Vince McMahon will do it. There's been so many rumors about so many different matchups for WrestleMania, but usually this time of year we really sort of know what's going to happen. And at this point in time, being the last, Sunday in 2013, there's been really nothing set in stone for WrestleMania. So regardless what you read on all the wrestling dirt sheets, don't necessarily believe it. It's just like the talk about all the other promotions and all the other wrestlers and all the other promotions. Nothing is to be true until we actually see it happen ourselves with our own eyes. Um, I think 2014 is going to be a very good year in the world of professional wrestling, though. I think because of this year, as far as the WWE goes, it was sort of like an average year, maybe a little above average. It wasn't really nothing special. They tried to make things special. Um, they wanted the rematch with John Cena and The Rock at WrestleMania. I thought the match was decent. I didn't think it was all that great. I was happy that John Cena got the redemption on The Rock. But then again, I don't think The Rock should have had the title in the first place. I think a better match at WrestleMania 29 would have been John Cena facing CM Punk as champion and finally getting over the hurdle and defeating CM Punk when it really meant something. I think that would have meant a lot more to the fans. But again, Vince looks at the money. The Rock is a big draw. He was doing a lot of motion pictures this past year. So Vince saw dollar signs and he chose to go in that direction. And as far as John Cena goes, the feud went on with Ryback, which I didn't think that was all that much of a great feud. As we saw on SmackDown this past Friday, John Cena faced Seth Rollins. And as I stated in a previous video, you put John Cena with wrestlers that have talent, and the match delivers. Because a lot of people are down on John Cena, saying he can't wrestle. You've seen him wrestle Daniel Bryan. You see him wrestle CM Punk. You see him wrestle Seth Rollins. You see what can come out of all of this. So I think in 2014, I'm hoping the WWE, because John Cena is at the height of his career, will put him in matches that will actually really mean something. And it'll, let him go out in style for what he's done with the WWE. I think it's going to be a Daniel Bryan year in 2014. I think CM Punk is going to uh, regenerate himself. Um, as far as the younger stars go, I would love to see Ziggler um, really, you know, get back into the world title picture. I would love to see Biggie Langston, you know, move on into the title picture, the big title picture. There's a lot of things I'd like to see. I don't know what the WWE has in mind, um, but we'll just have to wait and see. I think the first 3 months up through WrestleMania will tell a big story, and we can go on from there. And then maybe we can make judgment on that. But you know, things have to change within the WWE. The Ortons, the Cenas, um, you know, it's time to step down a peg or two and let the Bryans and the Punks and, Ziggler and Sandow, Cody Rhodes, all take a couple steps higher up on the ladder. And, when it comes down to it all, don't blame the superstars themselves because they're not the ones who make the decision. It's all within the booking of the WWE and the writing and Triple H and Stephanie and Vince. So if you got hate on John Cena, or if you got hate on Randy Orton, if you got hate on CM Punk, it's not their individual doing. They're just doing their job that they get paid for. As far as TNA goes, um, the AJ style thing is really a difficult thing to decipher. I still really believe it's a big storyline going on. I do believe AJ Styles will return to TNA, um, but in the meantime, hopefully TNA is going to make their shows much more interesting, and I think they have already started that with the dark side of Bully Ray. Um, I think the heel turn of Magnus could be interesting. There's a lot of talk of Sting leaving TNA when his contract's up. I don't know. I think that could be another storyline as well. There was a lot of talk of Sting going to the WWE. I haven't heard much about it in the last recent months, so I don't see it happening now. There's not much time left for you know WrestleMania, so if they were to book a Sting Undertaker match now, it didn't leave it time to really escalate or build up to where it would really make much sense. So, and again, we have the other promotions of CCW, uh, Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, Extreme Rising, Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is really moving themselves into superstardom, and for the simple fact is they have a lot of pure professional wrestling in their promotion, and a lot of fans do like to see that. So well, I'm looking forward to a lot of great things here in 2014. So again, um, whether it comes true or not remains to be seen, but we'll just have to wait and see. So this is the Iceman here on the Jeffrey Rose YouTube channel. These are my thoughts. These are my opinions um, for the upcoming new year in the world of professional wrestling. Please leave me your comments and your thoughts, and you know we just go from there. We're all here for the same thing. It's the world of professional wrestling. We want to talk about it. We want to state our opinions. We want to, you know, just, continue on and be amazed and be entertained by professional wrestling. So, peace out, everybody, and have yourself a great day.